We begin the news at this hour in West Africa, where Nigeria's outgoing President Muhammadu Buhari, in his farewell speech, celebrated another peaceful transition of power from one elected government to another and the country's steady march to improve and sustain the democracy. Buhari spoke about the presidential elections, stressing that it demonstrated that democracy in the country has improved.
And doubts that Nigeria has to be better. As your president, I call on all of us to bring to bear the strengths of our individualism, the power of our unity, the convictions of our beliefs, to make Nigeria work better and together with one spirit and one purpose.
Buhari also says he believes President-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu will deliver on his campaign promises, adding that Nigerians voted a capable leader to rule.
As a peaceful transition of power from one elected government to another in our steady march to improve and sustain Nigeria's Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I congratulate you on the realization of your dream, which was fulfilled by a burning passion to put Nigeria among the leading nations of the world. You have indeed worked for this day, and God has crowned your efforts. I have no doubt that your passion for excellence, reliance on competence, fairness in relationships, commitment to equity, loyalty to the country, and desire for Nigeria to be globally relevant would come through for you under God's guidance as you lead our country to levels higher than I am leading.
The outgoing president also gave himself a pass mark, saying his administration did a good job at handling the COVID-19 pandemic and also created a good environment for businesses to thrive.
Pandemic still remains a global best practice. Furthermore, we increase the ability of the poor and rural Nigerians to earn a living, provide more food for millions in our villages, and give our women opportunities to earn a living. Young men and women in urban centers were also supported to put their skills into productive use. Our administration also provided an enabling environment for the private sector to engage in businesses for which their return on investment is.
Femi Arato-Kumale, an African affairs expert, joins me to examine the content of the outgoing president's farewell address to Nigerians. Thank you so much for your time, Femi.
On the program. Good afternoon, Nigerians.
All right, so let's get straight to it. Let's speak an excerpt from what the president said, part of what he said. Now, the outgoing president said, "I am confident I am leaving office with Nigeria better in 2023 than in 2015. How would you react to this assertion by Mr. President?
Thank you so much. Look, let's start from here. Let me give him a scorecard of 100% leaving the transition, just like he was actually, given the baton in 2015. So that is a good thing. At least there is no coup as being speculated, no serious issue as such. However, President Muhammadu Buhari is stepping out and another new president will be stepping in. That's a good step. But has it left a good legacy behind when it comes to the issue of Boko Haram, the pandemic of the COVID-19, the electoral process, and the political transparency that we have in Nigeria today? Absolutely, he has not done so well in all these areas I've mentioned. He's actually putting his best together and he's trying to justify that, yes, he's the CNC and he's done so well, but the body language of many Nigerians, a lot of Nigerians abroad will definitely tell you nothing whatsoever like this has actually been done or fully achieved. But with the new government coming in, which is the same political party, would they do something different? Do they have a different strategy? Would they actually align and bring Nigerians together? Because there's a whole lot of division going on around right now. It's a big question for the new government to answer.
All right, now I want us to get into specifics right now. Part of what the president said is that he expressed deep sympathy for the kids still in captivity. Now, let's talk about security handling in the country. How would you rate his performance?
Well, I think he handled it to his own capacity. That is what I would say. But the question is this: has he done his best? Yes, he has done what his best can actually provide for us and provided for us. But to us, I think he's not really done so well, based on the fact that he's well experienced with his security history, military-wise and everything. He's had the best of years to do so much. But I think President Buhari should just go home, relax, and reflect back that my 8 years in tenure, what have I actually achieved? Can I walk the streets of Nigeria and walk freely without the use of police officers around me or bodyguards around me or close protection or any security details? Can he actually achieve that? Can he go to the supermarket or send people to the supermarket to buy stuff, as in food stuff, and see that prices are actually dropping? Can he himself now promise us that, yes, there is no more traveling abroad for health reasons? That's a part of the reasons why you're the president. And if you cannot do all this, then you need to justify that you've not done so well.
All right, now let's talk about the just concluded elections. I mean, we saw quite a number of things happen within the Nigerian landscape. For the first time, money or physical currency was scarce. Now, the president also said in his speech that he's leaving behind an electoral process that guarantees that votes count, are free and fair and also transparent, with the influence of money in politics reduced to the barest minimum. How do you react to this particular statement he made?
Well, this is a very serious political strategy here. And to be honest with you, in terms of the election and the political transparency and everything going on around, yes, I will still continue to say it. My scorecard to that is 0 over 100 there, because a lot of people would tell you they did not vote due to security threats, while some people would tell you that money was the issue, while some would tell you that intimidation seems to be the order of the day all throughout the political process. But I will keep on saying it, and I will say to all Nigerians, the new government coming in will surely inherit a whole lot of bondings that they need to clear out before they can clear in. That means it's not going to take them the next 4 years to clear it out. They might probably take longer than that, or look for a different strategy that will work for them. The political situation in Nigeria is so chaotic that we need to sit down and start thinking about it again. Are we in the right direction, or we are following the wrong footpath set by this present administration? Or do we need to change everything totally and look again into our constitution and see how best the constitution can be changed to favor all Nigerians when it comes to politics in Nigeria today?
All right, finally, before I let you go, Femi, what legacy do you think Buhari or the outgoing president is leaving behind? What do you think he will be remembered for?
Oh, wow, that's an interesting one. But like I said, when it was coming in 2015, I was in one of the national TV station, and I said it, that we hope, and I hope, is going to be a good politician and is not going to be a dictator. But what we can see today is we saw a whole lot of mixed breed of dictatorship and not so good in politics, but he will be remembered for the Boko Haram his handling. He will be remembered for the electoral process. He will be remembered for the cash crunch, which really bite and beating Nigerians so deep and so terribly. And he will be remembered for not giving the real best in terms of the medical promises he gave, that nobody would travel abroad for medical tourism, which he happens to be the #1 key man traveling abroad every month for medical tourism. He will be remembered for a whole lot of different things that I believe the new administration must change for them to gain a good name before the world at the moment.
All right. Thank you so much for your time, Femi Aratokunle, African Affairs expert.
Thanks for having me.